Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. Today's the 29th of May 2015 and it's Friday. On Friday I usually go to Warrington Market as that's where we buy our vegetables from, especially fruit. And that's the reason why I'm doing this video. I'm also doing it because it's linked with what's going on in Europe regarding gold. But first of all, as the title says, about apples. The greengrocers where I usually buy the apples from, I've noticed I've just got French and Spanish apples. The only British ones that they have are Bramleys. Bramley apples, if you didn't know, are used for baking. I don't buy French or Italian or Spanish or American apples, as I rather prefer to support the British apple growers. But I've noticed even in the supermarkets there's mostly continental and Chilean apples. I have a sneaking suspicion this is because of the sanctions the American Jewish controlled government in Jumerica have imposed on Russia, and Russia's told Europe to stick its apples, we'll buy our fruit and vegetables from somewhere else. So the European apple producers with an excess stock have just decided to dump them on the British market, and the British apple growers are being pushed out of it with the flood of cheap imports. That's my take on what's going on. So if any of you are British, have a look in your local market and see which countries the apples come from. If it's anything like Warrington's market, you'll find that they're mostly French, Spanish and Italian, which is their excess stock which would have ended up in Russia. The second article on this video is about countries repatriating the gold. They know something's going on, as do I. There's an economic storm heading this way and governments want to get their gold bullion back. Get rid of that bookmark, manager. I'll put the links below of apples and fruit which Europe found a glut of because Russia doesn't want it, and about the gold below. The first article is, that's the second one, that's it. It's the news that won't find in the mainstream media, dated the 18th of December 2014. European countries clamour to repatriate their gold on fears of currency collapses, which means the dollar's going down. Now, there's another one called Silver Doctors, which is dated May the 22nd, 2015, which was exactly 1 week ago. The main article says, boom, Austria repatriates 110 tonnes of gold from Bank of England. I'll put all links down below as I said, but countries are finding that they don't want their gold stored in another country, which initially I thought was a ridiculous idea to start off with, because it's like me giving all my money next door for them to look after, and next door saying you can't have it back. Germany found that out when she asked for all her gold back, and the American Federal Bank where it was stored in told Germany to piss off, and eventually Germany, after a lot of arguing, got 5 tons of it back, but the serial numbers on the German bars that they got back didn't match the German record of the bars that they sent there. So what happened to the rest of Germany's gold? The Dutch have secretly got their gold back by stealthily means, not like shouting it out like the Germans did, but it seems all the countries in Europe are all secretly wanting their gold back. Italy's not gone and said anything yet, but I won't give them too long before they want their gold back from America. The question is, does America have the gold to give back, or has that gone? The Chinese and Russians have been buying gold like mad, as you who follow this economic collapse will know, but the Chinese haven't said how much they actually hold at the moment. From what I've read, 1997 I think was the last time the Chinese said how much gold they got, and it was around about 1900 tons or so, but I've read on the internet reports that come October the Chinese are going to reveal how much gold they actually hold. America in theory has 8,000 tons of gold, but if China's got a lot more than America, then the yuan / renminbi, which the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, have given the green light to be one of the top currencies in the basket of currencies, will become a currency backed by gold, whereas the US dollar is backed by debt. There's a storm coming, people. Those of you who are Americans will already know about this. Those of you who are prepping, those of you who haven't been prepping and didn't know about this, time is running out to get ready. Get out of debt if you can. Buy gold or silver if you can, or buy food if you haven't got enough to buy gold and silver. But whichever way you look at it, things are not going to be the same as they always were. There could be an event to trigger World War III come September, which the Americans call fall, or it could happen in October shortly after the Chinese reveal how much gold they've got, and Russia might follow suit saying how much gold they've got, because I've read that Russia has recently acquired another 4 million ounces, which is, let's see, 1, 2, 3 divided by 16, 4 million ounces is 250,000 pounds divided by 2,000. Whoops. 250. 25 divided by 2,240 pounds, I think it is. That's 111 tons of gold the Russians have purchased. Also, the Chinese, I've read, the Chinese gold mines, they've not exported a single ounce, so wherever gold China is mining, she is keeping for herself. This is going to come to a head sooner or later, because the X22 report, which I also follow, if you haven't heard of it, it's well worth listening to. I'll put the latest one down below. But American government are planning for World War III because they know their economy is collapsing and there's nothing they can do to stop it, and the only way out for them is a nuclear war. That's why they're encircling China, and that's why they're trying to box in Russia, and that ain't gonna work. Right, people, you know the routine: like, dislike, comment, subscribe, wherever it is you want to do. It's completely up to you, but I would read the articles below, and especially have a listen to Dave in the X22 report, as it doesn't look good for any of us. We might all be here this next year, or if it goes nuclear, we might end up meeting as clouds of dust in the upper atmosphere. Anyway, that's all for now, so until the next time, bye.